my name is Christina Price. Have you ever taken a moment to think about all the different hobbies you actually have? I have took my time to think about this and came up with 3 somewhat different hobbies that are at the top of my list. For everyone, hobbies include things that genuinely make people happy or even calms them down after a long day. Out of all the hobbies I enjoy, creating arts and crafts, cooking, and photography all fight for the number 1 spot. I'd like to think that I'm a very crafty person, no matter what the medium seems to be, and all of the hobbies tend to mesh together really well. Growing up, arts and crafts were always a big part of my family. My mother is super hands-on and taught me so many things with floral arrangements, as well as decorating and how things go together. On the other side, my father is a true artist. He has had a way with a pencil and paper like you've never seen before. Following the footsteps of my very creative family, I enjoy painting frequently, as well as different crafts I find on Pinterest. This wreath here is made of spoons, hot glue, spray paint, and glitter. Right in the center is actually a Copenhagen lid. It hangs in my living room. I always have thought that something that was homemade makes a perfect gift to friends or family. A different type of art would be what I do in the kitchen. Cooking is my passion. I'm not really into it into the sense of where I want to go as a profession, but I really do enjoy cooking for my family and friends. I enjoy feeding my friends and family different meals and creating new and exciting menus for everyday get-togethers. I have been cooking since I was big enough to see over the stove. Taught by my mother, as well as mostly taught myself. I feel very at home in the kitchen whipping something up for new for others to try. This is actually a bacon and cheese and spinach quiche and a chocolate chip cheesecake that I made for my dad's birthday from scratch. When I moved here to South Carolina, my mother gave me my Betty Crocker cookbook that I had used while growing up. Since then, I have made my own book to hold all of the different recipes that I have found over the years. Cooking is like love. It should be entered into with abandon or not at all, by Julia Child. The hobby that brings all of this together would be photography. At any time I cook or create a different craft, I generally take a picture of it to share with my friends and family. I've always enjoyed capturing the moments no one notices, as well as experimenting with different lighting and subjects to create complex shots. There have always been many times that I have edited photos for a friend or a family member for a homemade gift. This here is underneath the bridge in Conway, in historical Conway. Down here is Damon's restaurant in Myrtle Beach, down in the marsh. I believe it's in the marsh. Right here is pictures of my son that I took for Christmas one year. This one is unedited. This one is unedited in a panoramic. And these 2 are slightly edited for the colors. I like to use my pictures as a story so that they are able to look back at the moment and know what was going on and what I felt at that time. To me, taking pictures isn't just about capturing that moment. It's about creating the memory that will last a lifetime. Arts and crafts and cooking and photography are the most essential hobbies in my life. What makes these hobbies so important to me is that the way that they include my family and friends with the things that I love to do. I'm happy to know that I was taught all of these things by my mother and father, and I am now teaching my son the same way. When you start to think about the different hobbies you have, remember that you can have as many as you want, and that it isn't important to which one you like more than the other. As long as you are happy while doing these things, then it is worth every moment. To make a commitment is to having fun, make a commitment in having fun. See your best friends and make time for your hobbies and passions. Robert Holden.